Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do Jackson's 9-month update. Jackson turned 9 months on January 30th, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with all of the new things that he's doing. Okay, so Jackson just got his first 2 teeth, and they're the 2 on the bottom. One definitely came in before the other, so right now he looks like a little snaggle tooth. One's a lot higher than the other one. Neither one of them are all the way through yet, so they're still kind of growing in there. Jackson crawled like 2 months, started crawling like 2 months ago, and he is already trying to walk. He said, crawling's not for me, I want to walk. So he is doing so good at standing up by himself. He can stand up, he holds on to things, he walks along furniture, but he also lets go a lot and can stand there and balance. If you guys watch our daily vlogs, we've talked about that probably over and over for the last few weeks because it still blows our minds. He's only 9 months old, and he actually took 2 steps the other day as well. So he's gonna be walking in no time. Jackson has been playing with Jane so much this month, and it just melts my heart. I love seeing them play together. That is one thing that I was excited about having 2 kids, was that they could play together. And obviously when Jackson was really little, Jane just didn't really pay attention to him at all because he was just a baby and he laid there. But now he is all over the place. He's crawling, he's standing, he's pulling up, he's trying to grab things from her, and they just love to play together, and it's just so fun to see. Jackson definitely pays a lot of attention to Jane. I'm pretty sure Jane's his favorite person in the whole entire world. Wherever she is, he pretty much wants to be there, and he can just sit there and watch her for hours. Jackson had his first boo-boo this month. He busted his lip. We're not even really sure how he busted his lip. I know, the Best Parents Award goes to Chris and I. But he fell down somehow and fell on his mouth, I think. And I think maybe his tooth went through his, it didn't go through, but like hit his top lip. And his lip was really swollen and it bled a little bit, but then after 24 hours, it was better. So it wasn't too big of a deal. He didn't even really cry too much, but it just kind of looked a little bit worse than it was. Jackson is starting to get really distracted while having his bottle. I don't know if he's just not interested in the bottle anymore, doesn't like the formula, he'd rather have food, or the fact that he just doesn't want to miss out on anything. But it's really hard to feed him these days. He will take a few sips of his bottle, then he'll stop and he'll look around, he'll try to crawl out of our arms or wiggle out, and just even with me being pregnant, it's just really hard to hold him on my lap, hold him still. So it is kind of a job and kind of frustrating to feed him these days. I don't know if it's just a phase or if we're just gonna have to deal with this until his first birthday when he can not have formula anymore. But it is very difficult to feed him sometimes. Sometimes we have to feed him like half of the bottle and then put him down, let him crawl around for a minute, and then 5 minutes later try to feed him the rest, just so that he can get his wiggles out. I don't know why he's being like that. Jane was never like that. She loved food, she loved her bottle, and she sat there till she drank the whole thing. So I'm not sure, but it is kind of frustrating and annoying. Jackson is starting to eat solids a lot more. As most of you guys know, we did baby-led weaning, or we tried baby-led weaning, and I definitely will have a video about that soon now that we've been doing it for 3 months. But he also has purees, and I think he likes the purees better because he can eat those quicker. He has just a little squeeze pack, so we squeeze into his mouth. We don't even use the spoon, so he can get that really quick. And so I think that he prefers that. So what we do during mealtime is we give him all of the finger foods and all of the solid foods that we want to give him first, and then after that he can have a squeeze pack. So we're kind of trying to get him away from the squeeze pack thing and just do only solids. That's also what the pediatrician wants us to do as well. We saw her actually today and she mentioned that. So he's trying more and more foods. Jane definitely liked food a lot more than he does. He's a little bit more on the picky side already, which Lord help me if he's already picky. I hope, I don't know what I'm gonna do later on, but anyways, he is doing a good job on trying new foods at least, and kind of steering away from the purees. Jackson learned how to click his tongue this month, and it's really cute because he'll click his tongue like, he likes doing that. He'll just kind of do it on and off here and there. But if we ask him to click his tongue, if we say, Jackson, go like this, then he'll do it. So he's actually learning also when we ask him to do something. So that's just super cute that he does that. He is showing his personality so much this month. He knows that when he does not get his way, he can cry and then he'll get his way. It is crazy to me already. He's 9 months old. A lot of times if he's sitting in his high chair and he's done eating and I'm trying to get clean Jane up and I'm taking the dishes to and from the sink, or if I have to use the restroom or something, if I go out of his sight when he's ready to get out of that seat, he'll just start crying until we get him out of that seat. So he knows when to cry, when to, you know, make a fuss. Also, if we have something that he wants, or if he wants to go somewhere, he loves going to the bathroom to play with the toilet paper, and he loves the dog water. And we block him off from the bathroom or we shut the door, he will cry until he gets the door open, or until we move him and distract him, obviously. But he's definitely showing that little personality, and it's starting to be kind of just like Jane, which if it is, we're in big trouble because Jane has a big personality. So we'll see as the time goes on, but right now it's just fun to see his little personality come out. I've seen Jackson watch the TV a few times this month, which is funny and cute. Our TV is kind of high. It's mounted above our fireplace. So I remember when Jane was his age, we had our TV really, really low down to the ground, and Jane loved watching the TV, but it's just fun to see him notice it since it is so far up and then watch it. So we've been putting on the baby channel a lot. Jane can even sit and watch the baby channel even though she's 3, and it's somewhat educational. So I allow them to watch that, but he maybe will only watch it for like 2 or 3 minutes before he's off and doing something else. But I've definitely seen him notice the TV a lot more this month. Jackson is starting to walk behind a walker, like a little push walker thing. He doesn't know how to steer it, so he doesn't necessarily do it by himself. If he does do it by himself, most likely he'll be like into a wall within seconds. But sometimes we go like back and forth in our kitchen and help him walk along it. He loves doing that. Like I said, he's already taken 2 steps by himself. So I think walking is either within the next month, if not the next month after that. Definitely before his first birthday for sure. Like I mentioned before, I think his 2 favorite things right now are toilet paper and the dog water. Those are the 2 things that every single day when he's awake, we know to put the dog water up and to close the bathroom doors, because if he sees a bathroom door open, he's off and going straight to the toilet paper. He loves to shred it, he loves to roll it so it all comes down. And then the dog water, obviously he just loves splashing in it. The poor dogs, we make sure to give them enough water when the kids are taking a nap, and also in the mornings and at night. So don't think our dogs are deprived of water, but we do have to put their water up. Also, Jackson got a new convertible car seat. If you guys watch our daily vlogs, you already know that. He was getting so difficult to buckle in that other car seat, to the point where he would cry whenever we would sit him in the seat. Like, he knew he was about to be strapped in, and he did not like to be strapped into that little seat. He doesn't cry anymore in his new car seat. He loves it. We got the Kiko Next Fit, I think it's called, and he loves it. So we're glad that we got that. He's still obviously rear facing, and he's just doing a great job in that car seat, and we love it. We went to the pediatrician today, and so I have Jackson's 9-month-old stats, and we got some good news. He is 19 pounds and 9 ounces, and that's the 48th percentile. If you guys watched his 6-month update, you know that he kind of fell off of his growth curve for his weight, and so she wanted me to start foods and all that. And the good news is that he is back on his curve. So he is in the 48th percentile for that. So we're really happy that he's back on his curve. A little fun statistic is that Jane was 20 pounds and 10 ounces at 9 months. So Jane was like 1 pound heavier at this time. And you can definitely tell, because if you look at pictures of her at 9 months, she has rolls in her thighs, and Jackson doesn't have rolls in his thighs. Jackson is 29 inches tall, and that's exactly how much Jane was as well at this time, and that is the 76th percentile. And then his head is 17.5 inches, and he dropped down to the 32nd percentile. She said she's not too worried about him dropping off of that curve, especially because Chris has a small head. Sorry, babe, you do. His head only grew like a ½ inch since his 6 months, but she's not worried about that. I also think it has to do with his head finally rounding out from when he had a weird shaped head before if you guys have watched our vlogs for a while. But that is it. He has a 16.4% body mass index. I don't really know what that means, but anyways, that is it for Jackson's 9-month update. He is gonna be 1 in 3 months. I can't believe it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We do daily vlogs and we also do extra little videos like this as well. I hope you guys liked it and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.